Okay, so this video is for lesson 8. Lesson 8 on quadrilaterals. Please excuse my outfit, it is Wacky Wednesday. Now, we are going to need a piece of paper, regular sheet of paper for this lesson. So if you do not have a sheet of paper right now, pause the video and get yourself a sheet of paper. We are going to be folding this paper and cutting this. So you will need scissors as well. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is we need to make this into a square. So I'm going to take this corner up to this side and I'm going to make it into a square. I'll show you the fold in just a second. Okay, so when I do this, I'm going to be cutting off the top portion. So now when I open it, I have a square. So you'll notice that we have drawn a diagonal line inside of our quadrilateral. Now you should be able to identify two shapes that you made with your fold. What two shapes do you see? You should see two triangles. So here is a triangle, triangle, and here is a triangle. Now, when I fold my paper down, you can easily see that this side is a triangle and that this side is a triangle. Now, you are going to cut the triangles apart. So on that folded line, you are going to cut it. So now you should have two triangles. Now, we are going to take this triangle and you are going to just only one triangle and you're going to fold it in half. So I'm going to fold it in half like this. So it was open. I'm going to pull these corners in together. So when I fold it in half, I have two smaller triangles. So here's my big triangle and here's my smaller triangles. Because when I open this up, I have now two triangles. And we are going to cut these apart as well. So now I have two little triangles and one big triangle. Now we're going to use the big triangle for this next step. So with your big triangle, you are going to fold it in half like you did for the other one. And we're not cutting it like we did on the last one. So we have it folded in half. We're going to open it up and you can see our fold right there. And then we're going to take this very tip, so the line goes, my fold line goes from here to here, and I'm going to take this tip to touch the bottom of my line. So this tip touched the bottom of that line. Now, for this one, we're going to cut off this baby triangle we made. Okay, so now I have two pieces. I have this little triangle and then this shape. This is a trapezoid. So you should have a smaller triangle and a trapezoid. Okay, now the trapezoid is already folded in half from when we folded it. We are going to cut on that line. Now, in the presentations the other day, somebody presented on a right-angled trapezoid. We are going to cut these into two right-angled trapezoids because it was a trapezoid before, but now it has a right angle. So these are now right-angled trapezoids. Now you're going to take one of the right-angled trapezoids. So I have just one right-angled trapezoid. And I am going to take this little piece and fold it up to the top. Okay, sorry. So I took this and I folded it up. It was right here. We folded it up. This is similar to our first fold where we made a square. We are once again going to make a square because I'm going to cut that piece off. Okay, this is going to be our square quadrilateral. Then this little piece is a rectangle. Okay, so we have a square, or not a rectangle, I'm sorry, a triangle. Okay, so we have our square, we have our triangle from that one. Now, okay, so with our trapezoid, our other right angle trapezoid, let me find mine. Here's my right angle trapezoid. Okay, so we will now be cutting this one up. So we're going to change this right angle trapezoid into a different shape by creating a diagonal line right here. Okay, this does not have like where to fold exactly to. So I know I have to fold this. I know it has to be diagonal because this side and this side are going to be parallel. It's going to be a parallelogram. So you're going to cut off this little portion. That's going to be a little triangle. Okay, you should have something that's similar to this. So I had this portion on here, and I cut it off to make it a parallelogram. So we had the right trapezoid, and we cut off this piece to make it a parallelogram. All right, so we have lots of triangles. We have a parallelogram. We have a square. And we have two big triangles. So, now for your lesson today, you are going to be labeling each one of your shapes. So, for this one, you're going to label it triangle. You need to talk about the different attributes of it, like each side is equal, and you need to talk about the angles, whether it's obtuse or acute, or if it is a right angle. Same with this. How many parallel sides do we have on this one? And how many sides are equal? All the different attributes for that one. Same with the square. All these little triangles, you need to do that too. Then, now we cut this apart from a square. The goal is to try to fit it like a puzzle and put it back as a square. After you've written all your attributes on it, try that. It will be difficult, but try, see if you can. It should work because it was a square, so it once again can be a square. And then you have a problem on Schoology that you need to complete that asks you to draw some of the shapes that you created. You can do the trapezoid even though we cut it. You can do the right trapezoid as well. So you're going to be drawing one of those quadrilaterals. Actually, a few. I feel like you're going to, I think it's 3. You're going to draw 3 quadrilaterals. You have to list all the attributes. So remember, the attributes are the different things about that shape, whether it has equal sides, whether it has parallel sides, whether the sides are equal, the different angles, whether it's obtuse, acute, or a 90-degree angle. So make sure you list all those different informations. You're going to be taking pictures today.